Hello, this is Ben Baxter from Accent Software. Today we're going to do a full manufacturing walkthrough on what I think is pretty important information for someone evaluating business software and whether it will work in a manufacturing environment. So today I am logged into Business Central. I am in as a manufacturing manager, so that's simply the profile that controls what you see on the screen in front of you. Everything from the menu up at the top to the choices, these little boxes, those are all filtered lists of supporting detail that a manufacturing person, user would need to be able to see or access inside of Business Central. Now, when we talk about manufacturing and what is the purpose of manufacturing software, I'm going to scroll down to a section of the profile here, and it's the insights. So the software is just a tool to collect data, but the point of collecting all that data is to get information out of the system. So if you're buying the software simply to track who was working on what process, what material was used, when was it output, when was it sold and shipped, that's all great information to have, but you need to do more with it to drive the business forward, and that's where the insights comes in. So right down here I have what's called a production order overview. And you may be saying to yourself, hey, that's way too small to be usable. You are 100% correct. But what this is a Power BI report, so that's Microsoft Power BI, that is pulling from all sorts of data items within Business Central and putting together a report that I can then see that information. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand. And what this does is it opens up the full Power BI report inside of Business Central. So I haven't left the tab that I'm on. I'm still within my Business Central ERP software. And so what we're seeing is kind of just a high-level overview of really the information that's on some of these other tabs within this report. And this is a report that Microsoft provides. So I didn't write this report. I'm just utilizing what Microsoft has provided to allow me to connect my ERP data to a report that I can use to quickly analyze, assess, and understand what is going on within my business. Now, in order to utilize this canned report, you do need to have a Power BI Pro license or something equivalent to that to allow you to download what they call is the app that contains all of this report content. And so then once this is established to my Business Central database, I can then click into the different pieces of information. And this is still full Power BI capability. So as I click on released, it shuffles, here's all the production orders that are making product within my system. I can click on any of the products up above and you can see I have 2 in released, 1 in firm planned. What is the actual cost breakdown of that? So I can see a very dynamic kind of click and feel report, but then I've got all these great tabs that show me, when is our cyclical demand within the business, or when do we get typically overloaded? What is our current load on machines? Now this is demo data, so a lot of machines are underutilized, but within our assembly department we have 98% availability, and so there's a lot of capacity. Now obviously in a real world scenario these numbers will look quite different, but I can drill in and see what's going on within each of the departments within my production environment. And there's all kinds of information in here. I can't go through each and every tab, but when we talk about variance, are we hitting our numbers? Is our material cost going up? I mean, we've seen all kinds of variability. This report and this kind of analysis allows you to get to what's happening within my business even without inputting information directly here, right? So it's just feeding off all of those other data sources. And that's what we're going to talk about here in a little bit is how did the system get all of this data? But I want you in line with the mentality of my ERP system isn't just to track data. It's to take that data and analyze it, make decisions faster, and understand where the business is, where can it go, what does it have availability to do to really understand what's next. What decisions can I make today? Do I need to buy a certain kind of machine because we're overloaded in a certain department? All of those kind of pieces of information an ERP system can help you make the decision on. So this is just one of those reports. Now there is another Power BI report, so we're going to hit the next button. So this loads my inventory report. So very similar to manufacturing, where I have a manufacturing overview. Now I'm going to have an inventory understand overview. Because to me, ERP systems, when we're talking manufacturing, should be very item centric. You make items, you buy items, you consume items. All of it is cost that the business needs to track, maybe pull loans against. I mean, it's all kinds of valuable data, but this one is specific to inventory. And you can utilize this inventory report if you're not in a heavy duty manufacturing environment or no manufacturing at all. It is very much an inventory report. And the same thing, you get your overview. It's very dynamic, so I can click on my specific locations and see what the numbers change and what they look like. I can drill to the specific inventory. So again, this is by certain categories, parts, miscellaneous furniture, whatever the case is. I can do the same thing by specific locations. Where do I have heavy inventory? Where do I have very little or no inventory? Now, I don't recommend going into the negatives, but again, this is a demo environment, so you're going to get all kinds of crazy data with it. But it allows you to see supply and demand, inventory availability, gross requirements, scheduled receipts, even getting into item tracking capability of where is a specific lot, or where is a specific serial number, or within a specific location, where or what lots do I have available. All kinds of great information, again, utilizing the full power of BI inside of your ERP system, and pull from all the different sources of purchasing, sales, shipping, receiving, payables, receivables, capacity, so my resources, people, machines, subcontractors, all of that great information that's happening, capturing that information and making it very visual and something you can analyze. So we're going to pause there, and in the next section we're going to talk about how did we get there? How did this data come to be so that we can get these great analytics, great reports out of the system? So that's what we're going to go to next. Don't forget to check out the next video in this series, and if you have any questions, feel free to give us a call or shoot us an email. Thank you.